The main purpose of songs in Indian cinema was to elevate the scene and convey emotions which dialogues could not. But eventually, songs reduced to just a marketing gimmick for films. Agar Tum Saath Ho comes as a fresh breeze from the shore of that old sea. It comes at a very crucial time in the movie when Ved is slowly spiraling out of control after Tara unintentionally triggers him to look for his soul. Ved has trained himself all his life to can his reality with the facade of politeness and mediocrity. The act is so prolonged and forced that he resists any attempt made to ease his dilemma, hence the conflict of identity. The sequence starts with Ved trying to push Tara away as she keeps breaking into the wall of his polite, people-pleasing character. Ved has trained himself to behave this way. Brick by brick, he has created a wall around his identity, which Tara is breaking apart. Notice the unusual framing in the scene, where Tara is taking the blame for everything, even though they both know it's not her fault. It looks as if she's talking to a wall to let her in, but in response, Ved tries to leave the place. Instead of letting him go, Tara holds on to him as tightly as possible. As the song slowly starts to seep in, the voice of Alka Yagnik works like a lullaby for a troubled child. That is Ved. For a moment, he gives in and peacefully keeps his head on Tara's shoulder. He is absorbing this feeling which is new to him. Now, the perspective switches to Tara, who is having a really hard time trying to handle Ved into his newly found peace. The amount of persistence and determination with which Tara is trying is more like a mother rather than a lover, symbolizing the lullaby even further. All his life, Ved has trained himself to become a common man, someone the society wants him to be, and not what he really is. Every time he attempts to be real, he's forced and pushed back to becoming the version of Ved which society wants. It has become his defense mechanism. Every time someone or something tries to bring out his real self, he pushes them away in order to not hurt himself further. But the persistence of Tara is confusing him. He has made himself to believe that no one really wants the real Ved. So when Tara tries to bring out his reality, he thinks it is not real. He looks at her, trying to figure out why she is doing all this. Why bother so much for the Ved nobody wants? Here, his defense mechanism kicks in and he looks away, as Tara can look right through him into his vulnerabilities. Ved thinks that Tara is a mirage. That is, she looks like what he wants, but it's not real.
दूर खड़ी सपनों की मलिका है थोड़ी ना यार, मिराज है जो डेजर्ट में दिखता है, होती रेत है, लगता पानी.
Tara again tries to console him, trying to calm his inner self. Ved tries to fight his defense mechanism, almost to the point where tears brim down his eyes and he takes off, leaving Tara alone. The song now doesn't sound like a lullaby anymore, as it moves on to its hook, where Arijit Singh takes over.
तेरी नजरों में है तेरे सपनों में नाराज़ी.
Notice how A.R. Rahman uses Arijit's voice in two different octaves to represent the duality of Ved's character, the helplessness and the angst. If you listen carefully, the lower octave voice sounds helpless and the higher one feels distress. Complementing the brilliance in Rahman's use of multiple octaves is the magic of Ravi Varman's cinematography, where he uses low frame rate to depict the inner turmoil of Ved. Low frame rate makes the footage appear jumpy, giving the feeling of uneasiness coupled with stretches of dilemma, which is what Ved is feeling. In the last frame, Tara sits on the floor, feeling helpless. We assume that Ved will now submit, but he walks away, depicting how strong his resistance is, how thick is the wall that he has created around himself to avoid letting his real self out.